All right. Again, good morning. Oh, look at that. Someone jumped on. Okay. So, um, my intention for this weekly meditation is to help others discover some of the techniques that I learned throughout my, I don't know, 7 years ish of daily meditation. I've settled on a few that are quite simple and easy to implement and to use, and are also very effective. So, I also realize that a lot of people come to meditation knowing that or thinking they should do it, or it would be good for them, or someone told them they should do it. And you can go down quite the rabbit hole when it comes to this stuff. So, just some basic, simple techniques that are really designed to redirect the attention that's most of the time flowing out of us onto the world, onto the things that we see and that the senses interact with. And basically, what we're doing in meditation is we're turning that back on ourselves and we're having a look at our inner environment. And the other aspect of meditation that caused me a lot of trouble was this idea that I needed to get my mind quiet. I needed to banish all the thoughts that I had and chase them away. I also thought the room I was meditating in needed to be dark and quiet and no disturbance. And all that really did, focusing on that just made me crazier, I think. So what I'm going to help you to discover, hopefully, is that everything that's happening at any given time is just okay. It's just fine. It's just what's happening. And how can we, instead of trying to create harmony, how can we just be harmony? So that's one thing. The other thing is the mind is a very powerful tool. It's a very powerful entity, and we can actually engage the mind in ways that will calm the mind down. And I I really like that. And so we'll do some of those things. What else are we going to do? There was something else I wanted to say. But anyway, that's the gist of it. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. So I guess the other thing I'll say is when it comes to meditation, I found that a 5-minute meditation, although it's better than nothing, doesn't give the body enough time to adjust. It doesn't give the body enough time to relax and to start to create a coherence within all the different systems of the body. So a lot of what we're going to do in the time we spend together is just preparing the body, our mind, our consciousness to sit in meditation. So the techniques that we'll use, they are causing the body to be ready to meditate. And what meditation is then is when our focus of concentration has started to flow without effort. So we're able to hold our attention, we're able to sit in the experience, and we're able to just observe quietly. That's when meditation is occurring. Then once we sit in that space long enough, that meditation flows into absorption, and that's really the pinnacle of our meditation. Also, the way I teach follows the Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, so the 8 limbs of yoga. And the first 2 limbs are yama and niyama, and this is how we live in the world. So this is, and if anyone ever has any questions on this stuff, you can email me separately. Before we leave today, I'll put my email in the chat. But how we live our lives has a huge impact on how we're able to meditate. So if we're having trouble in our relationships, in our work, in our family, everything's just going crazy, it's really hard to just sit and go within. So that's one thing. And so here we go. So the first thing I'd like to show you guys this morning is a technique called alternate nostril breathing. I find this to be an extremely effective way to balance both sides of the brain. It's also a great way to regulate your nervous system, and it's also a technique that you can use at any time during the day, right? So if you're feeling stress or anxiety, or you're transitioning from work to something else, it's a very good technique for reset, and it works really quickly. So just a few minutes of this technique will really, and what we'll do is we'll work with the technique for a few minutes, and then we'll sit and we'll notice the impact that it had on us. Okay? So the first thing we want to do is we want to find our meditation posture. So the best asana or posture, since most of us are in front of a computer, we're sitting on a chair or something, is to sit with our spine straight. When the spine is straight, the lungs are open, we're able to exchange full breaths, which is really nice. In the beginning, I think it's helpful to sit with our palms up just on our lap, on the tops of our thighs. And when my palms are turned up, it feels like my shoulders kind of roll back. It opens the area around my heart, and the arms actually create like a brace that helps hold the back up straight. So we want our head just relaxed, our chin parallel to the floor, sitting at a comfortable height in our chairs. So we want the body to be relaxed as possible, in a posture that keeps us awake, keeps us present. So let's just take a minute to just feel the body. It's not something that we do in our busy lives, so we can just sit and just notice and feel the body. Feel our feet on the floor. And notice, what does it feel like? Feeling the bottoms of our feet, maybe feeling the temperature of the floor. And just notice what's there. Feeling just the heaviness, the weight of the body. Noticing and feeling that the support that the chair is giving us, how it's holding the body. Feeling, noticing the temperature and the sensations in the palms of the hands. Just feel into the hands. What do you notice there? We'll take a moment to just notice and acknowledge any of the sounds that might be in the environment that we're in. I like to just notice them, invite them to be a part of the experience with us. Found it's a lot better to just welcome and accept than it is to try to get rid of or push away. It's a great way to just practice acceptance and see if we can just relax into the environment, relax into the moment. The other thing I like to do is to just acknowledge my busy life and acknowledge that for the next few minutes I just trust that everything's being taken care of. that whatever I need to do will still be there after meditation, and then I'll be able to take care of it. So I like to just let go of all that, give myself permission to just be here. All right. And so for a few minutes, we'll open our eyes because I'd like to show you this technique. So I keep my left hand in my lap, and we're going to do 12 rounds of doing this type of breathing. And so with my left hand on my lap, I count. So I count by using my thumb on the tip of my forefinger. So that's 1. Then I'll go to that first joint. That will be 2. I'll go to the second joint. That's 3. Then I'll move to the middle finger. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's how I know I've done 12. So I don't have to think about it in my mind. Oh, was that 5? Was 6? Where am I? I could just keep track here. So I just go one round at a time. I just move my thumb to a new position on my hand, and that's counting and keeping track. With my right hand, there's a few ways you can do this. The one I like the most is I'll just bring my right hand in front of my face, and I'll put my pointer finger, middle finger, and ring finger just right here on the spiritual eye center on the 6th chakra. There's a lot of energy in the hands and the fingers, so it's good to just place them here. Also in meditation, we always want to focus our attention here, the point between the eyebrows. So just gently turning the gaze up, not crossing the eyes, just gently, slightly turned upward, as if we're looking out of the forehead through this area. This is called Shambhavi Mudra. It keeps us awake in meditation. It gives us a focal point for concentration, so it's assisting and aiding the process. It's also rewiring our brain. This is the part of the brain where we focus and concentrate, and so you'll see over time how that improves. But 3 fingers here, I use my thumb to, right here between the bone and the cartilage of the nose, I just apply gentle pressure, and that closes off the right nostril. With my pinky finger, I do the same on the left side of my nose. So with our thumb blocking the right nostril, we always start by inhaling through the left nostril. So blocking the right nostril with the thumb, we're going to inhale slowly and gently through the left nostril. With the pinky finger, we'll close the left nostril, and then we'll release the right thumb, and we'll exhale through the right nostril. Then we'll inhale through the right nostril. Close it with the thumb, release the pinky finger, and exhale through the left nostril. So that is 1 round. So we've closed the right nostril, we inhale through the left, close the left, release the right, exhale through the right, inhale through the right, close the right with the thumb, release the pinky finger, and exhale through the left. That's 2. Inhale through the left, close the left, release the right, exhale through the right, inhale through the right, close the right side with the thumb, release the left side nostril, and exhale. Move the finger down. Inhale through the left. Close the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close, release, exhale through the left. Move Move the thumb on the left hand to the next joint, finger joint. Inhale through the left. Close, release the right. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close the right side. Release the left. Exhale through the left. Move the thumb on the left hand. Inhale through the left. Close the left with the pinky. Release the right. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close, release the left, and exhale through the left. Alright, so on our own, we'll just continue and we'll finish all 12. And after you finish the 12, just sit and notice. How does the body feel? How does the breath feel? Do you feel more focused, more calm, or more relaxed? Just check in with yourself. When you're finished, just place your right hand back on your lap and just check in. Notice the impact the technique had on your breath, on your consciousness in general. And again, you can use this technique anytime throughout the day. Whenever you need to transition and just reset your mind. Maybe if you're experiencing stress and you need to regulate, it's a great way to do it. And you can do 6 of them, like whatever you have time, but really helps to balance the brain, helps to calm the nervous system. Okay. So now we're sitting upright. The eyes are closed and gently turned up. The gaze is turned up towards the spiritual eye center, the center of the forehead. And going back to the idea that we are redirecting our outward flowing attention and we're turning it back in on ourselves. And so we're going to begin the process of internalizing our awareness. And to do this, we're going to just take slow, steady inhalations and exhalations, and if possible, just breathing only through the nose. So as we inhale the breath through the nose, we're going to absorb our mind into the process. We're going to be curious. And so as we inhale the breath, we'll feel the air flowing into the body through the nostrils. Feeling that cool air as it flows into the nose and up into the sinuses. Feel the air flowing down into the lungs. And then on the exhaling breath, we're feeling the air as it's flowing up. It's flowing down into the sinuses, and we're noticing the temperature change of the air. We're feeling the air as it leaves the nose, feeling the moisture and the warmth of the air in the nostrils. Slow, steady inhalation, feeling, experiencing the breath. With intention, with curiosity. And just as you observe the breath and experience it, notice, what have you never noticed before? How does it feel different? Inhaling through the nose, feeling that cool, fresh air flowing into the body. Exhaling the breath, feeling the warm, moist air as it flows through the sinuses, back down through the nose. Giving our full attention to the process. The breath is something that's just flowing. We don't even pay attention to it. So we're just taking the time to notice, to acknowledge the breath, to experience it consciously. And on each cycle of the breath, on the exhalation, just give the body permission to relax and to settle. You can feel your shoulders drop. Feel the muscles in your face relax. And pull in a new, fresh breath. And at the end of the exhalation, just allow the body to settle. As the breath flows into the body, you can imagine that bringing with it health and vitality and wellness and peace, newness. And as we exhale that breath, we're allowing the breath to be a vehicle to carry away illness, pain, restlessness, irritability, anxiety, whatever's in the body. You can use the breath as a vehicle to carry it away in this exchange with nature. Nature's providing us with vitality. We're exhaling toxins from the body. And there's some aspects of nature that's what they live on. So it's this harmonious exchange that we're learning to honor through observation of the breath. And so when you're ready, we can just let go of the breath for a minute and just sit and notice. How do you feel now? What are you feeling now? Just noticing and acknowledging the impact on your body and your mind, but just simply watching the breath for a few minutes. Directing our attention further, deeper inside of us, we're going to place our attention at the base of the spine. And imagining that the spine is like a hollow tube. We're just now going to bring the breath into the spine. And in a long, slow, steady inhalation, we're just going to feel and pull the breath gently up from the base of the spine, up past behind the stomach, behind the lungs and the heart, up through the neck, and up through the skull. It's just going to bring the breath either up to the point between the forehead, between the eyebrows and the forehead, or we can just bring the breath up to the crown of the head. Just whatever feels more natural for you. And then on the exhale, we're just going to gently, as we release the breath, feel the breath flowing back down the spine. Just notice the soothing sensation this creates within the spinal pathway. Lengthening the breath, relaxing the body. Slow, steady inhalation, absorbing the mind in the experience, just noticing, feeling what it feels like to pull the breath gently up the spine. And flow the breath gently down the spine and just feeling it as deeply as you can, just feeling the breath in the body and in the spine. Long, slow, steady inhalation as we breathe up the spine. Long, slow, steady exhale as we release the breath down the spine. So we'll take the next few minutes and just on your own, just focus. Be present to. Notice and feel every part of this process you can. Long, slow, steady inhalation as we breathe up the spine. Long, slow, steady exhale as we release and feel the breath as it flows down the spine. Relaxing into the experience. Inhaling the breath. Exhaling the breath. Wherever you're at, we'll do two more. And on the last breath, we'll inhale the breath up the spine. And then once you reach either the spiritual eye or the crown, just let go of the breath and hold your attention at either place. Just let go of the breath, let it flow on its own. Just holding our focus and our concentration either at the crown or at the spiritual eye, and we'll just sit and observe, just being present to the experience. as we sit, we're practicing presence. We're practicing just being the observer. And as we do this, just imagine that part of you behind the eyes that's aware. What is it aware of? And as we listen to the silence, the same awareness. What does it hear behind the sounds? What part of you is able to perceive the experience that's behind the five senses? See if you can feel the support of our collective consciousness, our collective focus and concentration. See if you can perceive and feel and notice it. And if the silence feels uncomfortable, just invite you to just lean in with curiosity. Begin listening for the sounds behind the sound, feeling and perceiving the vastness of the space within you, the space outside of you that's infinite in all directions. See if you can relax into that. Try to shift your awareness into the area around your heart. See if you can perceive the radiance of the heart. The tingling of love, of bliss in the heart. Imagining that all of us here this morning together are experiencing the same heart, the heart of humanity. Its connection to each other, to the world, to our human family. See if you can extend that feeling to the animals on the planet. And then to the plants. To the oceans. Remembering how we drew breath from nature. We used the breath. And we exhaled it back into nature. This can represent the cycle of life and how all species, all living things are interdependent. We actually need each other to survive and to thrive. So what could you do in your own life to increase that connection? What could you let go of to increase this connection? And imagine how being connected in this way could make you healthier, could make you happier. Could give you a sense of purpose. Even in small, subtle ways. Imagine for a moment what it could be like if you were able to be this focused, this relaxed, this stable in all the interactions in your life. At work, at home, with our families, with the people that annoy us. What if all these interactions were opportunities? Opportunities to let go of our old ideas, our old beliefs, our old identities. To let them just fall away. And that we could just be present, curious, observant, and good stewards of everything that's been given to us to manage. What impact would that have on the world? The fastest way to change the world is to change ourselves and how we see our own lives. like to always take a moment in this part of my meditation and to just offer my gratitude to a higher power, to life, for all that it provides, all the opportunities that it provides for me to be better, to grow, to have experiences. And for moments like these where I can actually process them, consider them, contemplate them. And when you're ready, we can start to feel the life force flowing back into the body, through the crown, through the spiritual eye, and just this luminosity, this brilliance, this radiance flowing down into the head, flowing down through the neck and down into the arms and the upper chest, down into the hands and the fingers, flowing down through the abdomen, through the pelvis, into the legs, into the feet and the toes. Feeling our feet again on the floor, noticing that they're there. Feeling the sensations at the bottom of our feet. Bringing our awareness back to the palms of the hands. Feeling the energy in the palms and the feet. Bringing our attention back to the sounds in our environment. Notice how they've been there the whole time, but we just weren't focused on them. Bringing our attention back to the fullness of the body. Feeling the denseness, the heaviness of the body. Feeling the parts of the body that are being held and supported by the chair you're in. Bringing our full attention back to this Wednesday morning on planet Earth somewhere. Before we open our eyes, just do your best today to take this experience with you, to carry it with you, to reflect on it, and to reflect on the techniques of the alternate nostril breathing. It's something that's accessible to you. And you can even just sit and notice and feel the breath as you inhale through the nose. You release the breath through the nose. It's bringing presence. It's a moment to reset and recalibrate. And the more you can do that, the more stable you'll become. The more reliable you become, the more safe you become for yourself and for others. All right, when you're ready, we can open our eyes. Thank you for, oh look, we meditated for a good little while, 45 minutes or so. See, time flies when we're having fun. So that's something I noticed. I used to sit and meditate for 5 minutes and just get really irritated, and then when I learned to just focus my mind on something, for a little bit, where'd the time go? I'm writing my email address here. Okay, you're welcome, Steve. Good to see you. All right, so here's my email address. If you need anything, just grab it from the chat. If you have questions on any of the techniques or anything that's going on in your practice, you're welcome to reach out. I'm here most Wednesdays. KriyaYogaEncinitas.org. The meditation links are there. Different classes that I do and whatnot are all on the website. Also, we have a Facebook page, Kriya Yoga Encinitas, and that's where if I'm not going to be around on a Wednesday, it will be posted that it's canceled there. So I do my best to let everyone know, but I'm here most weeks. Okay. Very well. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Catch you next week. Bye.
Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.